evening, everyone, and welcome back to Kleiner's Kravenarium. I'm Raz, and I am joined by the entire cast that's still alive. I just want to say, right, because we're down somebody. Sophie, gone, just like that. But that was several episodes ago, so the shock's already getting kind of winding itself down. But from all of us here, we're almost to the holidays. I mean, you're going to be seeing these we record them a little bit in advance, but we're almost to the holidays. So happy holidays from all of us here at the Barter College. But I want to introduce my players real quick because they do need to be introduced because they're just phenomenal talents, and I'm so proud to be able to work with them. So we're going to go around real quick. Playing Cyrus Boone, of course, is Joel, who's one of our oldest standing members. I've been gaming with Joel since Joel was an adolescent and I was a full-grown man. So we don't want to talk about that relationship. It was very odd. But how are you tonight, Joel?
Call the police.
I'm fine. I'm fine. Very excited to be back.
Thank you for that, Ren and Stimpy. Call the police.
Call the police.
That's showing our age even more, isn't it? Jesus Christ. Ren and Stimpy. And sitting next to him on the camera, on the virtual tabletop, is Chris. How are you tonight, sir, playing Steinar Broom?
I am fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing well, sir. Nice to see you again. Always exciting to have the team back together. And above him is Yesenia Papa, played by Betty, Chris's other half. So how are you tonight, Betty?
I'm excited. We've had a couple of weeks between recordings, so I'm really excited to get back into it tonight.
Yeah, we are. I am too. When I set these up, I'm like, oh, this shouldn't take more than about 5 or 6 episodes. So viewers, either they're slow and they're not picking up the hints quickly, or I'm doing a shitty job at giving them out. So I think it's me because I got some really good players. Like, I'm thinking I probably should have released that information sooner. Maybe
we're not slow.
No,
we're just really good.
We're just thorough.
Buffing the story out and role playing.
Yes. I like side quest.
Boom.
Oh, boom.
We're completionists.
Right.
Okay.
Kleiner's Kravenarium, Final Fantasy VII. Side quest it to death.
700 hours of entertainment.
Yeah, and then fighting a giant cactus over and over again to level up. So, and finally, playing Mercy Clark, our resident 14-year-old, 130-year-old blind girl, who's basically like the Encyclopedia Britannica. Lauren, how are you tonight?
I'm doing great. I have Christmas cookies, and I'm going to play with my friends. It's going to be a good night.
Are your friends the cookies?
No. The chuckleheads at the virtual table.
One is green, one is red.
I really want one of your cookies. Maybe I should be right back.
Maybe I should fly out to you the 3.5 hours or three. I think it's a 2-hour flight to us. I think.
If it's a really good cookie.
If I'm being honest, Betty, these are from my mother's work cookie swap, and they're just okay.
Oh, shit.
Well, I have a cookie swap at my house on Sunday.
Ooh.
So you've got a couple of days to get down here.
I thought we were going to have a book club. What's all this cookie crap?
It's both. All right.
It's got to be both. And cookies are never crap. Okay. I'm getting on a plane. I'm coming.
Right. My wife made a cookie this year that was so stupidly simple. It's a sugar cookie, so you buy mini muffin tins, something like that. Yeah,
no, this is it.
Yeah, but the one with the Reese's peanut butter cup I like better. And then you kind of stuff it in there, and then I think just as soon as it comes out of the oven, you press into the sugar cookie into the little tin a Reese's peanut butter, a little mini Reese's peanut butter cup, or
the green screen.
Yeah. So, and oh my God, it's a fast, simple cookie that's really clever. It's kind of cute. So whatever.
It's like
tasty.
It's a bastard peanut butter blossom.
It's a bastard peanut butter blossom. Yeah. All right. So when we last left off, viewers, it's only been a week for you. It's been 3 weeks for us. So we kind of did a quick recap off screen. What had happened is Steinar had been speaking with the sheriff's wife. In the meantime, also back at the circus, the other 3 had rounded up in Cranfield bullets in Jacob Mosley's. They had discovered them in Jacob Mosley's caravan or wagon that he lived in, and they were able to get the sheriff to take a moment and look through the wagon, recognize that the caliber is the same, bullets the same, and thereby pretty much proving to the sheriff that Steinar did not make the fatal shot. And that's all important to the whole story, right? So that's where we are. That's what's happening. Steinar is making his way back to the circus. We're going to start with everybody kind of regathering at around 8 o'clock that morning, and we're going to take it from there. So team, you're all back together, back on the grounds of the Kravenarium, where it sits currently outside of Chippy Norton. we think we have a way of handling this, right? We think we know what to do with Kiva and the river.
Mhm.
Just have to make sure that the priest is or the pastor is willing to go ahead and do what the plan that you had. But Steiner, did you want to fill anybody in on what happened at the sheriff's house, or just kind of give them a quick rundown?
Yeah, let's go ahead and just do a quick rundown. So I'll gather everyone and just explain that I left for the Briggs farm, and that seemed like as good of a place as any to hide out. While waiting there is when I caught Nettie and Nick in the barn plotting to kill her husband, the horrible Marcus, right?
Yep.
And I used that to my advantage. So I used that to confront them about it. However, Nick wasn't going to have anything with it. With his knife in hand and me with the gun waiting, I kind of pivoted a little bit and took off to the sheriff's house. So there I gave them a story about how I was there to profess my love to Nettie, and found her and Nick there, and how they were plotting to kill Marcus. So sort of covering my tracks, also doing the right thing, because they were going to try to pin the murder on us. So
Good heavens! That's
Faithless
horrible.
bastards.
I'll let them absorb that.
I
But
hope, I hope they're flogged up the high street.
Do they do that anymore?
I trust you dispatch the gentleman.
When did they stopped? When did that happen?
Now we know why the world's going to shit.
Fear not, my child. I still believe in a good, strong flogging.
This isn't Friday night, and you don't have a bottle of scotch. Don't talk like that. So, lonely is the man.
Daddy's home and you've been bad.
There you go.
I'm upset.
Steinar, you notice a rat, and it's bigger than what you would have seen around the circus over the last couple of days. They tend to congregate anyway, but this one's a little gnarly. And he's kind of run into the area where you're talking, like not far from the cooking station, and this rat kind of looks up and kind of looks around, looks at Mercy and sniffs a couple times, and Yesenia sniffs and then scurries away.
okay.
Just a rat.
Yep. So I'm going to ignore that. I'm sure rats aren't a big deal around here or
Around
anywhere
circus
else.
folk.
Exactly. Thank you.
No.
Exactly.
I mean no disparaging against circus folk.
But
It's not
we
one of
still
ours,
have
right?
we still have one thing we need to solve, and this is this Kiva, who we have yet to meet, but we think we have a solution for.
So a couple minutes go by as you're talking a little bit more. The rat comes back, and this time it looks at Cyrus, and the rat's like kind of moving its head and then takes off again.
I mean, I think that rat's talking to you, Cyrus.
Excuse me for a second, and I follow the rat.
All right. The rat takes you back to Sophie's wagon. And inside is the box, right? The infamous box where Sophie was last seen. And you open the wagon door, you're looking in and everything around, and then you hear and the rats and the box is trembling.
Do you want me to open the box? Is that what you're saying?
Start sniffing again. You can smell sulfur in the air permeating. It's really, really strong. You're not sure where it's coming from,
Okay.
but if you want to make a roll, you can do a investigation roll, and which is, of course, as we know, logic. At investigation, you roll that number of dice looking for sixes, and maybe you can pinpoint it exactly, but it's up to you. 1-6.
Yeah.
It's you think it's pretty much coming from the box. It that sounds like a logical answer, but it's so thick in the air, And now that you're actually kind of focused and you're looking at it, dry ice look is coming from under the
box.
lid, out of the box, just pouring. That look of dry ice.
I pull out my saber, and with my saber in one hand, I move towards the edge of the box. Before lifting it, I look down at the rat. You wouldn't lead me astray now, would you, Mr. Rat? I flip the lid back and stand back with the saber out.
Okay. Lot of smoke, choking almost. The smell, the heavy, that rotten egg bay, that smell that somehow the bay always generates. That just doesn't work right. That's that nasty smell is just everywhere. And then you see on the lid, which at one point said you stole from me, it said, "Thief she be no longer." And there's a person inside. So, person, would you like to describe what Cyrus Boone sees inside the box?
Yes. I believe he sees this young woman. She's fairly thin. At first glance, you can see she's curled up in the box. She's kind of stuffed in there. And as she starts to shakily get up, you see on first glance she's very pretty. She has a pretty structure, but at closer look, her cheeks are hollow, her eyes are sunken in, she's missing her eyebrows. It looks like she's been plucking out her hair, and she looks wild-eyed. She looks as confused as you may be. And she's looking around, she's like, oh my goodness, what is this? Oh, where am I?
From whence do you come from the box? Speak to me, you wild creature.
Oh, I'm no creature. I don't know where I've come from. I was just... Oh, where are we? I was just sitting by myself and... Oh my god, Oscar! Oscar!
Would Oscar happen to be a rat?
Yes,
Yeah.
he is. Yes.
I reach
He's trying
down,
to. He climbs up and he's going to climb into the box. He gets up by her.
Oh, Oscar, I'm so glad you're okay.
Your rat brought me to you, my young lady. What is your name, child?
My name is Adelaide.
Adelaide, it is a pleasure to meet you. And he tips his hat, and you're looking at a man with a long forked beard, a cigar sticking out of his mouth. He reeks of old cigars, and he's wearing a rumpled old coat. And he has what looks like almost pancake makeup on his face. And he says, "Shall I help you from your containment?" And he holds out a hand.
Yes, please. And she gingerly takes the hand and steps out of the box, and she's still looking around, very confused.
You are at Kleiner's Kravenarium, a carnival of sorts that travels through the countryside.
Oh, the carnival! How strange! I was just thinking that I should visit the carnival, and oh my goodness, how could this be? She seems rather excited to be here, despite how strange it is.
Where are you from?
Just where am I from? What town should I say?
Wherever you want to pick. It could be in England. It could be anywhere in Europe. It could be anywhere you want. The
Well,
box
she
brought
picks,
you here. Yeah.
Yeah, she picks a town in Germany.
So she's got a very strong German accent.
She has a German accent. I will not be providing. It is the theater of the mind.
There shall not be a provided German accent.
That's what I'm gonna say now. Anytime I need to do accent work and just forget.
Yeah.
Like,
That's what he tells you.
He
I love
looks
it.
at her and says, "By the sounds of your voice, you are from far away from this place. How did you come into this box, child?"
I don't remember a box. I was just sitting by the street after practicing my show. I was I can't believe I'm here. I don't know how I'm here, but I can't believe it.
Perhaps you are meant to come here. Perhaps you are the next attraction at Kleiner's Kravenarium. I must take you to the others. I fear our leader is no more, so I'm not sure whence to take you. So I shall,
No.
for the moment at least, I shall be your purveyor.
Cyrus,
you.
can you make a logic a roll based on logic? We're gonna do let's do vigilance, please.
All right. Okay. No.
Okay, so while this is fascinating to you, there's you're obviously there is a niggle of a problem. The box took your friend away. The box has given someone back.
Right.
And tell me, how comfortable is Cyrus seeing a person come through the same portal that Sophie left? I mean, is that...
Well, no, he doesn't really know what's going on. I think he's sort of taken aback in the moment of it and the smell of the eggs.
Okay.
And she doesn't seem to be bothered by the smell of the eggs, which is another frightening thought. Did you put the strange writing on the lid of the box?
Oh, writing? No. What does it say?
A thief she be no more.
I don't know. I've never heard this phrase before.
I shall ask you a question now. We'll expect an expedient answer in return. The last person to step in the box was a friend of ours. She was swallowed by the box and seen no more. Now today, only a few days later, you emerged from that same box, a different person in a different writing.
I am so sorry. I've never seen your friend, I don't believe. Who was she?
Her name was Sophie.
Oscar looks at you, Adelaide, and his eyes are like, and he's pointing. So Cyrus, you see him pointing at her mouth and then her gut, and he goes,
Yeah.
So he's going. That's what the rat is trying to do. Yeah, like, kind of, lady, did you? Can you?
Oscar, I don't think so. No. Oh my goodness.
You don't think what? What is the rat trying to infer?
Right.
I do not speak rat.
Perhaps I could show you, but
3 syllables. Sounds like.
No, you don't have to show him yet if you don't want. I mean, that's up to you. But
yeah.
The point is that the rat was concerned. He's like,
yeah. Oh, so is she. She was like, wait a minute. You said the word swallow. What did I? No. It's impossible.
But the rat looks perfectly content now that you told him. He's like,
yeah.
I think perhaps it would be better for me to take you to my companions, and we can decide how to deal with you there. I must admit that I am taken aback by a surprise of your visage.
Oh, I'm just as surprised as you are. You know, I felt it. I felt something, a pull. I felt like it was finally time for me to go, to just this tug. And suddenly I'm here. It's strange, but oh, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be here at the expense of your friend.
He looks over her shoulder into the box, looks deep down into the box, and pokes the saber into the box to see if there's a bottom in the box.
There is currently, yes.
Well, it would appear that for now, at least, the box is a box again. And he closes the lid behind her and says, take my hand, child, and I shall take you to my friends. Be not afraid, though my visage be somewhat frightening to you. It is an affliction that I suffer from.
No worries. And she takes his hand.
Okay.
He takes back this thin, attractive, if somewhat sallow, and egg-smelling girl back to
deviled eggs. Adelaide, his skin is a little coarser than you kind of thought of. Like it feels very rough, dry. So maybe a cream, a lotion, but now, no, yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of the feeling you get.
Maybe
from his hand.
a cream.
All right, so Cyrus, the rat is now with Adelaide, kind of just runs around her feet, it moves with her, it kind of always stays close by. You bring her back to the others, and they're now they're like, okay, well, what the hell is that? So yeah, team, you see him bring back this young woman. How tall is Adelaide? Right.
I say about 5'3".
Okay,
that's like a pretty average height.
Yeah, Mercy, you don't know how tall she is, right? Is that what you're trying? You're using echolocation like a bat. Sorry.
Oh, you. No, as Cyrus is bringing her back, what do I see?
Oh, you see someone. You see her pretty almost plainly, like the rest. You see her. She's definitely been Vason touched. Yeah.
I'm gonna lean over to Mercy and I'm gonna go. The rat has a girl.
That's awesome. The rat brought a girl. Like,
yeah,
a girl. But
Did
Cyrus
we tell it to fetch or something?
Apparently, I followed the rat, and he was on a mission that took me to the box from whence Sophie disappeared. A horrible odor and smoke was emitted itself from the box, and upon opening it, I discovered this child within the box. The rat seemed very excited at her finding. I assume that he is a familiar of some type. She
Yes,
does not-
Oscar.
Sophie.
And you thought it pertinent to lead this person into our midst? She was inside the box, Cyrus.
Well, dear child, my option would be to leave her in the box. And had you smelt the box for 3 seconds, you would not have liked that. So I think perhaps given the smell within the box, I did check it and I did ask her. She is not from here. She was somehow spirited here. If you listen to her voice, you will tell that she is from another country.
Yes, she's from Bavaria.
Well, I'm so sorry. I don't have any answers for you.
Well,
what were the last things leading up to you finding yourself
Yes.
in the box?
Did
What
you
were the last
crawl
things you
in?
remember?
Yes. Sorry, Cyrus. Did you Steinar, poop, crap, damn it. We're live.
Being blind sucks.
She is so excited. She is beside herself.
Oh my god. No. Forgive me.
Edit.
There is no
Cut-
edits.
There
Cut
is no
this out.
edits.
Oh my
There's
god.
no cutting.
This is the first time this has happened though, so we're good.
okay.
So Miss, what is your name?
Adelaide.
Adelaide. Did you happen to see a large spectral thing? Perhaps climb into some sort of box?
No, I don't remember any box at all.
So poof? You
Uh,
here?
I believe poof would be a good descriptor. Yes.
Can you try saying poof in a German accent?
I am.
I am. That's very clever.
Yes.
That was good, Brett. I am.
My question is, if you emanated from the box, whence came the rat?
Mm.
I
He
don't
looks at
know.
you like this. Like super tired. Long run.
Oh,
He's so cute.
yes, Oscar is my friend, my companion, and my partner in my my routine. I don't mean to get ahead of myself.
That gives him the kind of the.
But I believe I actually recognize you, Miss Mercy. Is that right?
Do
What?
tell.
I mean, I've been a performer in
Yes.
cl-
Yes, I saw you perform. And
Oh,
I don't know. Yes. It was some years ago, but I remember I was so excited, so taken, and I've been thinking about it ever since. That I don't know. Maybe I should use my talent to perform.
oh, you have a talent. Must be why I can see you. What is it that you do?
Oscar
Well,
goes,
I swallow things. I can swallow most anything. I've been on the streets, and to make a bit of coin, I have people.
Started swallowing things.
Well, yes, but they come back out, of course.
Oh,
Perfectly fine.
Oscar's going the same way. Like,
Yeah,
They come out. Not that way.
yeah. No, this way.
oh.
Back up. People, I borrow people's things. They're precious items, and they seem so impressed. And I carry my knives. My knives too. I can do knives. That's always very exciting for the children.
Hell of a show.
I like her.
I'm now immediately worried for all of our safety.
This has been quite the night of excitement, I will say.
Do you perchance have a knife inside your stomach at this moment?
No, everything's empty now.
He looks over at Steiner. I believe we have nothing to fear at this precise moment.
Wow. Well,
This
welcome to Kleiners.
Thank you. I'm so excited to meet you all. What are your names?
Well, let me introduce the Miss Mercy Clark, my ward, the all-knowing, sometimes ill-telling, wonderful girl that she is.
thank you. Thank you, Cyrus.
I'm Yesenia, and I also have little friends. I have Willie, and I start pulling puppets out of my skirt.
Oh,
And Willie, say hi.
Hello.
And then there's the girl. She doesn't talk much, and she's going to shake her head no.
When the girl comes out, Oscar licks his one talon and then his eyebrow.
And then Miss Baba, oh, look, you're a sweet child. And then
And the crazy just gets higher and higher.
Yeah.
Robin's going to come out and, oh, it's another lady. And then there's Steinar.
Hi.
Oh, is Steiner a puppet?
No.
Oh.
No,
Oh.
he is this human man.
He is too large for her pockets, I fear.
Yes. Quite. I'm just gonna tip my hat and be done with this. This is okay.
This is done.
I'm the straight man here, if you can't tell.
Okay, so yeah, right now, we have someone who came out of the box that Sophie disappeared in that violent, terrible scene, and yet appears here, seemingly as if she was sent by an angel, right? Like, kind of just came when you needed her, which is kind of interesting, because the box, you're pretty sure, is connected somehow to the creature that tormented you in the woods that one night, or that one afternoon. So how this all plays together, you'll find out as we go. But we do know that the situation with Kiva hopefully can be addressed and fixed. So it's by the time you show her around, you get her, like, she can use Sophie's digs for now. Like that wagon is free. We'll get that. Adelaide can start putting her stuff in there. What do you want to do once, like, let's say it gets about 9:30, 10 o'clock in the morning? What do you want to do as a team, and how do you want to approach what we're hoping is the answer to this problem?
Well,
We need to appeal somehow to Pastor Wright. I'm going to say drinking a copious amount of tea or coffee, whatever's available, considering I was up almost all night long anyway.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And we need to somehow convince him to do a baptism by the stream, by the river, perhaps in lieu of the baptismal font that was destroyed.
That is one way.
Yeah.
I just don't know how we should approach that. And while talking's not really my thing, we got some talkers here. I'm going to look at you, Cyrus.
Yes, well, while I am a talker, unfortunately, I am not a looker. I leave that to the lovely Miss Clark and Ms. Papa, and now, of course, our new ward, Ms. Ritter, who are much better with audiences than myself.
well, Mercy, you know a lot about this religious stuff. I mean,
Stuff.
yeah. like
Yesenia,
I mean, I don't know.
before you continue to blaspheme, my dear, perhaps stuff?
Well, I just meant you can speak more educated about it than I can. And you can
That's
probably
probably fair.
you could probably come approach him from a familiar perspective.
You might be able to bring him to our cause with your faith, dear.
It is potent.
Thank you. Well, I will endeavor to do my best, dear friends of mine. That I do foresee two, one is bigger than the other, perhaps, but two potential issues, problems, obstacles in the path, if you will. One, I am a child, and while you are incredibly kind and respectful people, this is a man I don't know who may not take kindly to listening to me, so just prepare yourselves for disappointment. I often do. And the second thing being this religious stuff, I'm a slightly different flavor, but I will endeavor to do my best. This
What if we approach it?
Anglican.
What if we approach it thusly? If you were to say that your gifts that you have were a gift from God and that you were touched as a baby, perhaps then, as people being as they are, he would see that you are not a simple girl as you appear, which of course we know to be true. Maybe that would be the gateway, and I, of course, will be by your side, and as such will look as I am, your ward.
I'm happy to weave in any tale around your whatever you tell him. Perhaps we are circus travelers. We do travel through many a town and village, far and wide, and we
Mhm.
have seen religious practices vary.
Mm.
It would not be an unkind service to communicate what we've seen before and using God's own resources.
Hmm. All excellent thoughts. Keeper, any pregnant women at the circus?
Yeah, there's a couple people in town that are pregnant.
Any coming up?
Yeah, but I mean,
Any about to pop?
They got it on the calendars. They're waiting to go. 2 on Saturday and 1 on Thursday.
Any in the
Like-
green room, so to speak.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
so you have a new person who just came to the Kravenarium who looks like she could use a baptism right about now with the eyebrows gone and everything. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not trying
Oh.
to be rude, but
She's looking pretty rough.
she's like, maybe
That-
this is somebody that needs to find Jesus. Like this is, so you could always approach it like one of our own is in need, has been talking to me, Father, or minister. What is it, pastor, right?
Pastor.
Pastor,
right.
right. And we would love to. Would you do us the honor with a little bit of coin, of course, of baptizing her? Maybe you could approach it that way, because I mean, if you, as Adelaide's picture, as she said, she is her beautifully, very striking looking, but still probably
Right.
could use a little.
Bar of soap.
Yeah.
What?
Wow.
We're not asking for a bath. We're asking for a
Scars on her lips.
baptism.
Maybe some paint on eyebrows, maybe.
Yeah, paint on some eyebrows. Their knives have scarred her lips. Her teeth are chipped from the knives.
Yeah.
She picks her own lips. She's a bit rough. Yeah. You'll see
This
her
is somebody that
finger
probably
face a lot.
could use a little.
Right. Okay. I love this idea, and we're gonna run with it as Plan A.
Mhm.
Brenna, you cool if I run with this as Plan
Oh,
A?
absolutely. Adelaide will do whatever she can to endear her to you guys.
Nice.
Don't tell me that. I'll use it.
Oh no.
Never
Okay.
say never show weakness, dear. Never show weakness.
So, so it's like 9 or 10 in the morning.
Yeah, by the time you get over to the church, about 10:30.
Right. So, my plan is I'm going to go in
Mhm.
and weave this great large story about how there's a new person who's just arrived at the circus in dire need of spiritual help. And I've been doing the best I can, but I wanted someone of higher authority. I'm going to appeal to his ego a little bit, attempt to. And then only after I don't know whether to downplay it or bring give it a little about how much help she needs. But I want you to shock him, dear. Can you
Oh.
do that for me?
Yes,
Um,
perhaps don't eat anything at the church, though. That might throw him
yes,
off.
yes.
Won't
No,
the rat be
no.
enough?
Or if they dislike Oscar, my heart will break. But I do
I
have a
can
rat
make you
with
some
me.
pockets in your skirt if you'd like. I'm really good at that.
Oh, yeah.
We can just pocket him. But
Yeah.
yes. So, and I'm going to lovingly suggest that while she puts her hand out, touches Adelaide's arm. Well, you're not very, large. You're a slight little thing. Too big for a font. We'll need the river.
Mhm.
Okay, so you
Yes.
had
Yes. So head into the church. What was the guy's wife name? The guy's
Nettie.
wife.
Oh
name?
no, not Nettie. I'm
No,
sorry.
that was
Amelia. Or
Amelia.
Mhm.
It was Amelia.
Yep.
So if we see Amelia, we can say hi to her, but we're looking for the pastor.
Understood. Okay, team goes together. Yes.
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 All right. You get to the church. Yes, the pastor is out back by that grave. Still,
Mm.
like again, it's it's a little bit of an overcast day. It's not raining or anything, but it's it's what day was it? May 1st, you said, Lauren? On the
Yes.
Yeah, May 1st. So he's there, and he's kind of just as you approach, his body language looks to be very relaxed, almost as if speaking to someone. Like when you're meeting people for the first time, you stand up straight, your posture. It's more slouched. It's just seems very close. Like you get the sense that he's speaking to a friend, or he's remembering somebody important to him.
Is this
But
in
that-
front of Alice's grave?
Yes.
Hmm.
Which shouldn't be the case, right? Because of dates and But he's definitely
Can
something about this particular site it seems to be affecting him. What's up, Mercy?
can I, because my hearing is slightly better than other people, can I try to hear what he's saying?
Sure.
Would you like me to use investigation for that?
Let's look at probably investigation or vigilance. You can use either one. They're both logic based. Doesn't matter.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. That's a 3.
Three successes.
Yep.
Okay. He will hang. He will hang, my dear. Don't you worry about that. There's going to be a settling, a reckoning. I promise you this. It is almost over. Your damnation does not need to stay like this. What? Of course I love you. Of course. That's what you hear.
That's delicious. Oof. Okay. And that's something.
She does not know what to do with that.
Scrap the plan. Everybody back to the pub.
Heights
gonna
all
work.
around.
He's in love with a ghost.
Oh, I don't know what's better, if there's a ghost there or if there's not.
Right.
I
If
all in
don't
his
there's
know.
head.
not,
If there's not and it's all in
So-
his head, that's even better.
So, Mercy ever so delicately taps her walking stick against a stone, and is like,
Yes. Miss Clark, yes?
yes,
I see you and your friends have come back. My wife is in town, I'm afraid, doing some shopping. If she had invited you back to tea, I'm sorry there's nothing prepared.
oh no, thank you. Your wife is ever so kind, but it's actually not her that we're here to visit today. It is you, Pastor. If we could just have a moment of your time.
Of course. How can I be of service?
Thank you. So, Pastor, the reason why I'm here today, seeking spiritual guidance from you, from someone that I feel that I could trust. We recently had a new arrival come to the circus, and she's a troubled soul, sir. The way that my companions describe her to me, and from my interactions with her, she's quite a fright, if I do say so. And I've been, as a girl who follows God's teachings, I've been trying my best to, be warm towards her and to open my heart, but I feel that she would benefit from some sort of blessing. She's never been baptized.
I'm gonna earmuffs Adelaide.
So I don't know if anybody's ever seen someone who's more injured than they thought around the head or face, but da 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 da, but don't react. Like that, Adelaide, I'm sorry, but this initial reaction, I guess, is a little bit on the it's
Yeah.
not, and it's not that he doesn't find you a soul of value. He just think you got the freak. Like he just
Yeah.
that's for Victoria, even for a Victorian era.
Yeah. Yeah, Adelaide is she's acting all hunched over and cowed and
Wow.
ashamed of her face. She's
shit.
putting on a good
Right.
act. She wants to get a good grade in acting.
Nice.
This is awesome.
So she's looking up with her big doe eyes, shamefully.
Yeah, he's like, she could definitely use some help. Yes, I will We will do what we can for you, child. We will bring you into Christ's family, into the faith, into the fold, if this is what you wish. Do you seek the salvation of Jesus Christ?
Yes, yes, thank you. I need something. I need to change. I need light into my life, please.
Doing great. You're doing great.
Even the rat's like, well, she would, of course, have to start out with some form of presentation in the community. We could gather everyone together at the next service and present her formally, and then have her as an adult. She would let them know her intentions, and then we would go ahead and we can proceed with the anointment of a baptism.
Well, we're traveling, Pastor White.
Right.
And we're gonna have to be leaving town soon. Could our fellow circus performers
Join us.
join us in place of waiting several days for our congregation?
We could invite members of your community, of course, but I feel that, our fellow performers would also like to be there to support young Miss Adelaide.
And to show the best sort of decorum, perhaps we could have this down by the river. That way, we not only could accommodate the crowd, but we noticed that baptismal font was also, let's say,
In
not the best shape.
disrepair.
In disrepair.
Also, she's a bit small for a
Yes, of course.
Very true.
big, I mean, font bit small for her.
He says, wow, it's most peculiar and unusual. I mean, of course, if you're traveling, I would never want to send a soul away without some form of official blessing. How could we? I guess we could bring some folks down. The church does need a baptismal font. It would be good to have such a thing. And he kind of looks.
Oh, we'd be happy to pay.
Something.
We would be happy to
Well-
pay is such a horrible word. We'd be happy to give a donation to the church to continue to restore the font, to
I'm confused.
new windows.
Pastor. I'm confused.
Yes.
And you'll have to forgive me because I was not raised in the same religion as you practice, but is the purpose of a baptismal font to have the purity of water?
The water has been blessed, yes, and then it is placed or anointed onto the person that would be that is looking to accept Jesus Christ into their heart. Yes.
So wouldn't water from the sky and what God gives us in the rivers and the lakes also be holy?
No, my child. Unfortunately, it does require. It is a sacrament, and in order for the sacrament to be done, a priest, someone who is a conduit between our Savior and people that are lay people of the community, there needs to be a blessing. A rite has to be evoked for the water to be considered truly blessed.
But once you did that in the river, we could use that.
It's a lot of water. Yeah. Yes, we definitely. It's a lot of water. He says no, of course, and by all means, a donation for the font. We wouldn't wait for the font to arrive. I would be very touched if you would be willing to do such a thing for our church and our community. I see no reason why not to allow a special occasion in this case, since, like you said, you are traveling. We could make that happen.
Thank you.
This is incredibly kind of you, sir.
Oh no, by all means, we are nothing if not willing to open our hearts to, and for people looking to find salvation. If you wish, we could perform the service tonight at 5, or tomorrow morning early when the sun is coming up. We could do a sunrise, which is very nice. It always adds something to it when someone is brought in with the light upon them. It's very beautiful.
Keeper, do we have a show tonight as well?
Shows have been canceled for tonight.
Ah.
There was Jacob, with Jacob out of position, and the circus hasn't
Yeah.
quite figured out what they want to do for a ring man yet.
It was supposed to be me.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Tonight's as good as any. I'm going to suggest.
Yes. Tonight should be. He looks over at the ground that he was talking to a moment ago, or mumbling about. Looks down, looks back up, and goes, "Yes, tonight. Tonight will be fine."
Excellent. Shall we meet you here? Meet you by the river? Is there anything that
Why don't you make your way here? The river's not far. Meet me here around 4 p.m. And then we can go together. We can bring any of your folk that you wish to sit as a witness. It's always nice to have those that are in love, part of a loving family together. And then we'll make the walk, and we can do several of the psalms on the way there, and then we will anoint her in the waters.
wonderful? Capital. Thank you so much.
Cashier's check or money order.
We will
Visa
bring
or
the
card?
Make credit.
Not from Carney's.
we'll bring the. We'll be sure to
Of course.
have everything you need.
Of course. Thank you. And you're doing. He comes over and he takes your hands, Adelaide, and he's like, "You're making the right decision. It is a good thing. Why are you damp?" He's like, it's there's even a light breeze. I don't know why you are clammy and cold, but you are doing the right thing, my child. And this young girl here, while of very few years, seems to have quite a deep understanding and a devotion to Jesus Christ. And I'm glad that she was able to befriend you and lead you to my doorstep.
Yes, thank you, Pastor. Yeah.
You just it doesn't wipe off so easily, does it? Whatever that is, that yes. Water will be good. River is good. All right, so yeah, you've arranged for a baptism at 4 p.m. At 5 p.m. he'll start. You meet him right around 4:30. He'll walk you down there and go from there. Anything
Excellent.
else you wanted to do in the interim? You have about 5.5 hours.
Yes. I do.
Alrighty.
Oh,
Yes.
Tell us.
I want to start with the phone tree. So we need to find the pastor's wife, the old lady, and the barkeep's wife.
Uh-huh.
Those three will probably get the word around the fastest that there's
Ooh.
going to be a baptismal at 4 p.m. today down by the river.
Okay.
the baptism of a new circus performer
Yep.
in the local river.
Yep.
That's very exciting for a sleepy little village.
It's
sure.
a lot. It's a lot.
That's a brilliant idea.
That is pretty damn good. All right.
Real quick, when we get, I guess her name was Bit. Was she the one that talked to us about the song of Keeper?
Yep. Mavis's mother. Yep.
She's the old
Perfect.
lady at the
Yeah,
pub.
Biddy.
Whoever talks to her, let's see if we can't get that out of her. We need to keep that in our back pocket.
Or we could just invite her to sing it.
Okay.
I mean, I'm game for
Yeah.
either. We'll sing it.
Sure.
Wouldn't it have a greater bang for the buck if Bit herself sung it as one of the townsfolk?
It
It
could.
absolutely would.
We just don't know what it does, and I don't want to take anything for granted. I want to be prepared.
Mm-hmm.
Good plan.
All right. So yeah, you get the word spread out through the different gossips around town. That's not a problem. When you get to the tavern, you have Mavis. Mavis is, again, she's always present somewhere, busy doing something. Bit is there. You've come at the time when she would normally already be awake and moving around and doing her thing. When you come through the door, Adelaide, everybody kind of comes into the Brexford Arms, and she does she wards herself several times, like when Adelaide steps through the door. Not even looking at her. She's kind of like, when you feel that sensation of what they call someone walked across your grave, right? And she just kind of wards evil, and then she turns and she kind of looks at the five of you, and you're back. Back again.
Back again. We have exciting news to share.
Do tell.
So our new friend Adelaide, who just joined us today, we have convinced Pastor Wright to baptize her down by the river tonight at 4 p.m. And he mentioned that there would have to be singing, and I don't know any of those songs and those stuffy, weird-smelling books, but I remember you talking about a song. Oh, sorry, Mercy.
Easy, child, easy. Not
I
all
remember-
can be believers.
I remember that you were talking of a song to be sung down by the river, and I wanted to know if you could teach it to us.
Teach it.
Well, or sing it. You could come to the baptismal today and sing it.
Perhaps we would like to help you in your mission of bringing old things back.
Yes, that sounds like something Bit will do. Bit will come down. She'll come down to the river's edge and she'll sing your song. She'll sing the song. Bring one or two others with me too who know the words.
Oh, that would be great. I can't
The
wait.
more the merrier.
Excellent. We're staging a false baptism of an adult woman in a river. And while there are psalms to be sung, there's also going to be pagan chanting.
Would
I
you
love
like a
this.
beer?
Perhaps.
Let the 14-year-old drink. All right, yeah. So it seems like you've put the pieces in motion for the baptism to go off on the next episode. So that's where we're going to end this one for tonight. I want to thank our players. Welcome, Brenna. We're going to learn more about Brenna as we go forward, and
Yay.
and more about Adelaide, because Adelaide is an incredibly interesting character. But this story looks like we're getting pretty damn close to the end, so we should be able to wrap it up next time, I think.
Awesome.
Or at least get to the point where something occurs and messes it just a little bit. But you're on the right path. It's a very strong way of getting about this. This is one of the two endings I had planned, so this is really good. But from all of us here at the Bardic College, I want to say thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, smash the button. I don't know which one. Just smash it. If there's a button, I think you just hit it. If there's a bell, ring it.
Hit the bell, click on the bell, and then it'll alert you when there's new episodes.
If there's a
Yes.
gong,
We will
smoke it.
help
I
him.
don't-
We will
yeah.
help him.
And you can always join our YouTube. Let me also put up, because it's really important to let everybody know who these people are. And I have to make a new slide, which is kind of stupid because I should have done that already. But Adelaide's name will be on it next time. My bad for this one. But in the meantime, have a great holiday. Have a great week. Stay safe. Love you all. And we'll talk next time. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Fairly well.